Today I want to have a quick discussion with you about taking action and setting goals. Now, if you set goals but you don't take any actions, nothing will happen. But if you take action without having set goals, something will happen, but perhaps not necessarily the things that you want to happen because you haven't taken the time to set those goals. But if you're an action taker who also takes the time to set goals, that's where the magic happens. And if you're a leader and you want to be able to corral the actions of people in your team, even people who don't set goals, then if you have some big goals, a big vision for your business, then you can really start to create some momentum by getting a lot of people moving forward with you. That's our topic of discussion for today's episode. Hello and welcome to episode 140 of CRE Success, the podcast. My name's Darren Krakowiak and I help commercial real estate leaders to develop their people and to grow their business. Always appreciate you being there. If you do enjoy the show, make sure you do subscribe to us wherever you do enjoy consuming this content. That tells the algorithms that it's content that they should be sending to more people, which we would love to see happen. And by the way, I got some great feedback about the episodes that we did where we interviewed some of our clients and members. Episode 125, 127, 129, 131, 133, and 135. Now, we'll do some more of those again in the future when we have some more members and clients who are comfortable to get on behind the microphone and in front of the video to be able to provide their experiences of working with us. But until then, I encourage you to go back and listen to those episodes. Not only is it useful to hear what they've got to say about working with CRE Success, but we also talk to them about what it is that makes them successful as commercial real estate professionals. So definitely worth checking out if you want to hear some perspectives from people who are also committed to being the best version of themselves they can possibly be. All right, so today's episode is about taking action and also about setting goals. And I'm a person who is action oriented. I like taking action, and it's probably a bit of an attribute which is also something that's related to hustling, right? But I'm also a goal setter. And I think what that means is it helps me work smart and also work with intention because I'm willing to take the action, but I also have got some idea about why it is that I am taking those actions. And I don't think that's, it makes me special or anything, but I do think there are some people who are action oriented that don't set goals because I talk to a lot of people in this industry and a lot of them, when I ask them questions like, what is it that you want to achieve this year with your personal production? They will say, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. And sometimes I ask people, what is it that you did last year or the year before in terms of your personal production, in terms of your income, in terms of your results? I haven't really looked at it. And it's very difficult to improve something that you haven't taken the time to take stock of and measure. So if this is you and you consider yourself to be a person of action, someone who is motivated, who is ambitious, who's not reluctant to sort of grab life by the horns, but you're not actually taking a moment to get an understanding of where you've been, where you are, and where you want to go, then I really recommend that you do that. Because if you take the time to set those goals, to understand where you are and where it is that you want to get to, that's going to really help you channel that energy that you have in a certain direction. And when you channel that energy in a certain direction and you are a motivated person who's willing to take action, watch out because it can be like a freight train coming towards you when people are like that. Now, that is the ideal, I think, but the reality is that most people don't set goals. Okay, I strongly recommend that you do, but as much as I recommend it, most people still won't set goals. And that's possibly why the people who do set goals are also more likely to be successful. And I've talked to you before on previous episodes about the power of writing down goals. Now, you can succeed without setting goals, but I think you're more likely to get to where you want to go if you set bigger goals because you've taken the time to have that intention. Now, I've done a few episodes about the importance of goal setting, and I want to just remind you of those. One is episode 99, and another one is episode 120, where we did the annual goal setting exercise. So I encourage you to take a look at those if this is something that you want to explore further. But if you've decided, and this episode I guess is for you, no, I am not going to set goals, then I want to give you a decent fallback position which can make sure that you still get the benefit of goal setting, and also that all of that energy and, I guess, orientation towards action still gets you the best possible results. And my suggestion to you is to either work with people who do set goals or work with a leader who has a clear vision. Because if you can kind of attach yourself to their goals or to that bigger vision, then they'll be able to corral your energies towards somewhere even bigger than perhaps you were going to do if you didn't have access to their goals or their vision. And that leads me to the other purpose of today's episode. It's not only for people who don't set goals, but it's also for leaders, and the importance for leaders of setting goals. I'm going to say I think it's something that you should do, but I wouldn't say it's mandatory for every single person who works in commercial real estate. But if you are a commercial real estate leader and you've got big ambitions for where your business should be going, and you want to be a leader of people who are also, I guess, ambitious and want to achieve big things, then you really do need to have a vision and you need to set goals. It is mandatory for you if you are a leader. So I think if you are a commercial real estate leader, this is an opportunity for you. You can set those goals, you can harness the natural enthusiasm of your people, and you can get them moving in a certain direction that is consistent with your vision, including people who don't set goals. And people who don't set goals, we know, like I've just explained, they are still motivated to achieve results. They are still willing to take action. A lot of them are certainly hustlers who are willing to do all the work, but they just don't have a set idea about where they're wanting to go. But I think if you provide that for them, then they will happily, if you like, get on that bus with you and move with you towards that journey. So when you have the goals, not only can you help, I think, provide some direction and focus for people who don't have goals, but you also naturally attract people who are aligned with your goals. And at the same time, people who aren't aligned with those goals will be kind of repelled from getting on that bus with you. And that's okay, because you don't want them with you anyway if they're not going to help you achieve your vision and move towards your goals. So the message for today is, if you're a commercial real estate leader, you can create focus, you can provide direction for capable people who need it, but also have their efforts focused in the direction that is consistent with your goals. And if you're an individual who doesn't set goals, then I believe your best chances of succeeding and achieving more than you currently are or would otherwise is to set goals, or to be in a business or to work with people who do have a clear sense of where it is that they're going. So look, I'm quite big on goal setting. It's one of the topics that I really do spend a lot of time speaking to my clients and to our students inside the Top Performer program about. It's a big part of the first module, which is all about mindset and motivation. And really some conversations I had recently with people who I could see were motivated but weren't setting goals was the inspiration for today's episode. But it's something that I've always been talking about, as I mentioned, in the program that we have, and also in other episodes that you can check out, along with the purposeful prospecting, the importance of building your brand, looking for ways that we can win, improving our conversion rates, efficiency and effectiveness, so working smarter, not just working harder, and then accumulating more clients through repeat business and also referrals, and just garnering more loyalty from the clients that we're doing business with. These are all things that we're talking about and helping our students with inside Top Performer. We've still got our amazing $100 offer available. If you'd like to get on this, you just need to send an email to hello@cresuccess.co, put $100 in the subject line, and we will send you all the information. That's our episode for today. Thank you so much for listening. I will speak to you soon.